What's up, guys? Welcome back to the podcast. We're going to keep it so short and sweet today, and we are going to be talking on the topic of thinking and speaking highly of yourself and the power that has over your life. Because I think when we think about our own lives and our future, our goals, our aspirations, what we need to overcome to get there and achieve those things, we think a lot about obviously what we have to do, but also like who and what is going to stand in our way, what hurdles and obstacles involving other people and things outside of our control that we have to overcome to get there. But what if all of those things were just a reflection of the way in which you thought about yourself? Think about that for a second, because truly, everyone is having their own experience here on earth in their own life. Like, you can have 5 people go to the same event, but all have entirely different experiences about the event. Some people will be like, yeah, that was great, had so much fun. Other people will be like, no, that was so lame, that was so stupid. Everyone is going to have a vastly different experience of the event because everyone is experiencing it from their own point of view. And much of that is determined and affected by your perspective and your mindset and your thinking about something. Because if you're thinking about, this example event, if you're thinking about it in the sense of like, oh my God, I'm going to hate this, it's going to be a bore, it's going to be a drag, I don't want to socialize with anyone here, that's probably going to be like the precedent you're setting for the experience that you're going to have. And it's almost like a self-fulfilling prophecy. Whereas if you go to the event and you have the expectation of having a good time and, reconnecting with all of these people that you love and these really great relationships and this and that, that's probably going to be the experience you're going to have. So why not just always set yourself up to have a good experience, to have a good time, and to be confident and to just be set up for success and set up to achieve the things that you want to achieve in the easiest, best way possible. I think that's the goal, that's the dream for me, and I think it should be for everyone else because it's just such a high vibrational place in which you're operating from and living your life from. And the great part is that you have all the control over how that manifests, how that takes shape, because everything in your external world is a reflection of your internal world. And only you get to tend to your internal world. It's like having your own little garden, and then your external world is the fruits of your labor that you get to experience and enjoy and revel in. And that is truly just the icing on the cake. The whole point of life itself, honestly, is to chase after the things that you want to chase after, do the things you want to do, and enjoy every single step of the process. So I think to get there, the secret is to speak of yourself really highly, think of yourself really highly, and create a reality in your mind, in your internal world for yourself that is so therapeutic, so compassionate, so understanding, so kind, so loving, so encouraging, so confident that anything in your external world that conflicts with that reality that you've created for yourself doesn't fly. It doesn't work, because why would it? If you don't allow space for people to talk badly about you, for people to talk down on your dreams, on your aspirations, if you don't allow space for that, it can't exist. And it's, again, this self-fulfilling prophecy where if you create this narrative in your mind, in your body, in your soul that I am a successful person, I am abundant, I am charismatic, I am radiant, I am magnetic, I get everything I want, show me how good it gets, world. If that is your perspective, that is the sieve, that is the filter in which you are living your life from and through. Anything that matches that vibe, that frequency, that energy is going to come through your sieve. It's going to come through your filter, and you're going to allow it to exist in your inner and outer world. Like people loving you, people praising you, people giving you the recognition and validation that you deserve, people being kind and loving to you, people reaffirming these positive beliefs that you have about yourself that you've created within this internal world. And then all the people, the things, the energies, the vibes that don't match that internal world that you've created for yourself, they don't make it through the sieve. They don't make it through the sieve. If it doesn't match with the frequency, the vibe, the world in which you want to be living in, you don't have to associate with it. You don't have to live with it. You don't have to put up with it. And I get that this can be hard when you're like stuck in family dynamics or relationship dynamics that don't fit this like highest version of yourself, or even work dynamics. But then again, none of that is stuck in cement. You can change your job. You can change your workplace. You can decide to not tolerate it. You can decide to not put up with it. You can decide to set boundaries. You can cut yourself off from your family, speaking from experience. You can cut that friendship out of your life. You can call all the shots. All the shots. You get to call them. You get to decide what behavior you're going to tolerate and what behavior you're not going to tolerate. And so if you're surrounded by people and things and energies that don't match this like high version of yourself that you want to be living in alignment with, make some changes. Make some changes. Spend more time alone. Don't make yourself as available to these things and these people. Check with your value system when you're making decisions about who to hang out with, how much time to be spending with them, what energy you're putting into it, what topics of conversation you're entertaining. You get to steer the boat. You get to decide what works and what doesn't work. And so if something's not working for you, let it go. And the longer that you stay situated in this positive, self-internal world oriented perspective point of view, the easier it gets. And then the stronger that sieve, that filter, that internal value system becomes, where people won't approach you, opportunities won't come to you that don't fit and match that value system, because that's how strong your aura, your energy is emanating and calling in all the right things. You know, like if you want to be a really confident, really fun-loving person, people that are insecure and not fun-loving aren't going to jam with you. They're not going to see you and be like, oh, that's someone that's relatable. That's someone that I can like hang out with and speak to. It's not going to fly. It's not going to make sense for you. It's not going to make sense for people outside of you. And so just get really certain on what reality it is that you want to be living. Create that within you and just like stay so strong and so certain in that, and watch how everything outside of you shifts and molds to that internal value system, to that internal world narrative that you want to be associated with and living within. Like, it's really so magical and so special, and you have all the power to make this happen in your life. So get to it. And if you like this, like, comment, subscribe for more. Happy to see you here, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Bye.